Are we live? We are live on not Steam, but everything else. Okay, let's go. Is anyone there? Can anyone hear us? We've got one. Tibor. Hello, Tibor, not Monty. Okay, 125, 4. I think we're working everywhere except Steam. But it's not serious. It's fine. We'll just wait for a few more people to come before we go, because we go straight into Castlevania content. Ah! Okay. So Ruben. Valentine the most beautiful. Well, let's go. Wait, when is that? So, this is Valentin. He's our GPP extraordinaire and also resident expert of Dead Cells. Regularly wins in 5BC. And I'm Matt, marketing manager for Dead Cells. And we're just going to show you some sneak peeks of the upcoming Return to Castlevania content, which is arriving in less than 3 hours. So, get yourselves ready for that. The DLC will be landing on PC and consoles, so everywhere except mobile. Sorry, mobile players, you have to wait just a little bit longer, like usual. And it's coming in less than 3 hours, so 2 hours and 47 minutes. So Val plays regularly at 5BC and also is always in the back end of Dead Cells testing out stuff, so he shouldn't die. We should be able to go the whole way through the content, but no pressure. No pressure, Valentine. It looks like we got a lot of Russians. So anyone who's a bit confused that there's been an update and you can see like the screen on your game, that's fine. We've just pushed the patch early, so we can just check if things working okay. But the actual DLC, you can't buy it just yet. So we're going to run through prisoners' quarters. It'll take a couple of minutes, and we should, fingers crossed, we should arrive. But voila, it's there at the content. So DLC is dropping at 7 PM CET, 10 AM Pacific time. Phones, yeah, Android, iOS. You're gonna have to wait. Sorry about that. What build are you gonna go with? Well, tu vas aller avec brutalité ou? You just playing Destiny. Okay, no tactics. So yeah, if you just joined us, we're still on the prisoners' quarters, the usual areas. Valentine's just getting warmed up, and then we'll be heading into the Castlevania content in just a few minutes, as we'll see if we've got the Steam page working yet. Nope, it's just Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. That's okay. So you might have seen there's also been a couple of streamers, a couple of video creators posting some content over the weekend. That was normal. We just wanted to create a little bit of hype. So don't worry if you haven't got access yet. That's just, nothing has gone wrong, nothing's broken. We just wanted to let a few people have a little play around with it and give some of you a little bit of a taste of what's coming up. So here we don't go. Okay, here we go. So this is the first entrance area of the DLC. This is obviously Richter Belmont. And he's going to give us a little quest. What's the price? The price is $9.99 or euros, and whatever the equivalent is in each country that you're in. Il y a des Français qui sont déçus qu'on ne parle pas en français, mais moi je suis anglais donc désolé. Oui, on peut faire un mix. Okay, so there's still a lot of questions on when DLC will be available to buy. It's available to buy in 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's not for free. I think we're just going to get questions about the price for the whole session. Will there be a bundle? Yes, there will be a Road to Castlevania bundle. There will be a bundle with just Dead Cells and Castlevania DLC, or Dead Cells and all the DLC we've ever done for everyone who just wants to go plunging straight in. So here we go. We're off. Castle Outskirts. Look at the beautiful, beautiful artwork that our artists have done. So this is the first challenge. How the hell do you get past the drawbridge? We're going to find out. So you get the Belmont quest right from the first area. Yes, we want to throw people straight into the Castlevania feeling, so you get the quest straight away, you're straight in it. We didn't want people to be messing around trying to figure out what's happening. You're straight into the castle. Music slaps? Yes, it does. I feel like I should just stop talking and let people appreciate the music. So yeah, here's some of the new enemies. We've got the merman who spits these fireballs at you, and the werewolf who's basically just charges at you and just slashes the crap out of you. So both pretty mean. Favorite DLC already? Perfect. Yeah, for the music, yes, it is awesome, and as someone just said, there's already a couple of songs on YouTube, and he also did an interview with Verge. If you just Google The Verge, Dead Cells Castlevania, you'll find a couple of other tracks if you want to listen to it early. But, I mean, the DLC comes out in like 2 hours, so I think you'll be okay. But if you just can't wait, you're going to do it, you go for it. So Val he's picked up the Alucard shield and the bat volley. Classic mistake right there. So the bat volley is kind of a ranged attack. Gives you a nice little wave of bats, which is actually pretty powerful. So if you can't be bothered to use your melee attack, just open your cape and let the bats come out. And then the Alucard shield is, well, it's pretty powerful. You can use it as just a standard shield, or I'm pretty sure you can use it as a melee attack. Right? Yeah, melee attack. Yeah. So that's pretty cool already. And then hopefully we'll see the Alucard sword, which pairs up really well with the Alucard shield. Any other questions? Are all the Castlevania biomes linked together? No. You kind of have to go in and out of the DLC and into the normal island, because we didn't want you to just kind of pick up the DLC, blast through it, and then it's done. Oh, we're at Alucard. So here we go, Alucard, obviously. So yeah, we're kind of like, we're only 10 minutes in, and you're already kind of getting stuck into the quest, getting some information, getting some Castlevania weapons. Again, we just wanted you to go straight into it and, you know, feel like you're in Castlevania straight away. So we hope you appreciate that. And now we're going up the ramparts. We've crossed the moat, gone through the gardens, and now we've got this little tricky section. A little bit of parkour through Dracula's castle. How the DLC came about. What was the partnership with Konami like? So the story goes that Ben, one of my colleagues, our colleagues, he went to Japan for a conference, or to sort out a business deal. I can't remember what exactly happened. I think it was distributor. So he talked to Konami as part of that. And while he was there, he just said, well, while I'm here, how would you feel if we did just put like Alucard and a weapon in the game, and as he was talking to them, they seemed really up for it. And then he just said, "Well, let's just go for it. Why would you not let us do a DLC?" And they were super keen, and then it just kind of went from there. Obviously, it's Konami. It took a while for discussions to happen and stuff to be agreed. But yeah, and they said they're nice to work with. They're very keen on obviously protecting the Castlevania brand, which is normal. But they seem to like everything that we do, and it was pretty simple, pretty easy to work with them. So who knows? Maybe we'll do some more in the future. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So yeah, it's kind of a bat hell, this level, so if you don't like flying attacks, sorry, but you have to deal with it. A bit of bat-on-bat violence. Love it. Again, mobile, you're going to have to wait for a little while. Yeah, that's coming out PC and consoles, and mobile, we don't have a date for you yet, so sorry about that. How are you doing? Okay, you've got all brutality weapons at least, that's a start. So obviously the pan is not a Castlevania weapon, that's a classic. Oh, we've got the cat. There's the cat. Did you lose it? Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh no, it's back. So yeah, there's a quest involving a little kitty cat. Let's see what happens. Exciting stuff. So the game is now launching in 2.5 hours. The countdown continues. Oh, there is also a YouTube premiere of the launch gameplay trailer, which you can actually search now, and you'll be able to like load up the video. You can't see it, but you'll see it as soon as it goes live. It will start playing for you. So go check that out. You should just be able to search Dead Cells Castlevania launch trailer in YouTube, and you'll be able to find the premiere page. Do the bosses drop outfits? Yes, they do. You're going to find out, and but obviously, all our bosses drop outfits. We can't do Dracula and Death and not let them drop outfits. That'd be insane. Dead Cells times Fortnite. We'll try, but I'm not sure if we're big enough for Fortnite, to be honest. We really should have posted a countdown of when the game releases. Maybe that was a mistake. Everyone keeps asking. That's a new addition. These little like platforms, which are a bit tricky. If you stay too long, they'll collapse and drop you on the spikes. So we're kind of forcing you to go with that fast-paced action gameplay, which Dead Cells is just so known for. Bone throwers, these guys, they look weak. Like, they think, oh, he's always going to miss me. I just need to get close to him, and he's always going to miss me with his bone. You will be surprised how many times you die to those guys, okay? They are annoying as shit. Just you wait. You'll see. Kill Dracula with a frying pan should be an achievement. It should. It should. That is a good point. I mean, you can kill Dracula with a baseball bat, so that's actually pretty cool. It comes out on consoles today as well as PC, yep. Just not mobile. Is Metroid times Dead Cells possible? Again, obviously we'd love to. Like, everyone always asks us, why don't you cross over with Metroid, with Hades, with whoever? And we try, but obviously there's either devs don't want to, either it might be expensive for us to do it, or just we also don't want to cram too much stuff into Dead Cells. We want to keep the Dead Cells vibe going, you see. So we've already done 2 crossovers with indie games, so I think that's 12 indie games. with content in Dead Cells up and Castlevania 2, so we don't want to keep cramming it in and lose our vibe. So here is where we get, is that Maria? That's Maria. Oh, I can't keep track of all his names, my memory is terrible. So here you get the kitty cat. Do you not get the cat? Ah, okay. So yeah, normally you'd... Ah, okay. So yeah, all the weapons are unlocked, so usually the cat would come to you right there and then it would pop out. No, but I'm sure it will turn up. I'm sure it will turn up. So yeah, usually you can get the cat as that's the new pet of the DLC. But I'm sure we'll see that later. Are we working on other projects? Yes. Yes, we are. How easy is it to access the Castlevania content? If you miss the start, it's very easy. It literally, you have the opening, the prisoner's quarters, and you will have an entrance to the DLC there. You don't have to do anything. It's there straight away. So I think if you haven't played Dead Cells yet, you have to run through it 3 times before it shows up. But if you've already played Dead Cells, it will be there straight away. You just go straight into the DLC after 2 minutes. That's no water. So yeah, this is Dracula's castle. This is not a boss. This is the second level, sorry, of... did you just recycle a drumstick? You're insane. This is the first level. This is Dracula's castle. Welcome to Dracula's crib. As you can see, the artist put in a ton of work. You've got red moonlight streaming through the windows, statues, chandeliers, iron railings, it's all there. Skulls coming out the wall. I have no idea what music is playing at the moment, but I hope it's a banger. So yeah, we've got what we haven't seen already. So we've got these things which are called boas. I think boas. There's these basically a lion's head with 5 goat legs. I don't know who came up with that. People were tripping when they made the original Castlevania. But it's a cool enemy. And they basically rev up and throw themselves at you. Yeah, Val's not really giving them a chance. He's killing them before they can do anything. But that's the deal. And there's the skeletons, which kind of hide in the background and pop out and start trying to cut you to pieces with an axe. So yeah, none of the enemies are very pleasant in Dracula's castle, as you would expect. The music is indeed a banger. Okay, good. I hope it's a good one. How many levels until Dracula boss? We won't see him for a while. Probably 30 minutes, I reckon. I doubt that Val's going to die. Oh, we've got a bot, dogehype.com. Yeah, I'm definitely have to follow that up later. Yeah, so Val's getting a bit beat up. He's giving you the opportunity to see the attack of the Bua. That's what he's doing. That's right. So yeah, you can see this is Alucard's sword and shield, which is why you've got this kind of these synergy things around the logo. You can see in the bottom left, because yeah, you've basically stolen Alucard's gear. So obviously it has a synergy together. That's normal. Why would you not do that? And this is a new version of the Cursed Chest, if people want to see. This is the Castlevania themed curse chest. Please don't die. Be careful. So what sword is that? That's Alucard's sword. It's kind of like you teleport around. Basically, you turn into this fast, crazy killing machine. And I think it's got two different modes. That's right. There's two different ways of using. Yeah. Oh yes, I'm thinking of the whip sword. Sorry, the one we haven't seen yet. I trust you. I trust you. You've got it. Please don't die. So it's launching on PC and consoles in 2.5 hours. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not much longer. Sorry for humming the songs. It's all in my head. I've been listening to it for like 6 months straight. So. I dream in Castlevania. Thank God, curse is lifted. Is it our last DLC? We don't know yet. We obviously want to see how this works. If everyone hates it and we don't see any of it, then we're all dead and we won't have jobs anymore. But hopefully not. We will. I think probably not. But we will have to see. We have to see. We cannot confirm nor deny another DLC at this time. That's my official line. I wish I could give Valmon a raise, but that is out of my power. I mean, I want a raise too. Everyone wants a raise. I'm gonna sell at least one. I hope so. I think my mum's gonna buy one just to support my job. Oh yeah, if you've got an update, I said it earlier, but we just pushed the update live a few minutes ago just to check that everything works okay before the game releases, the DLC releases later. This is one of the lore rooms, so we've taken loads of lore rooms from all the old Castlevania series, all the games from the old series, and we've just kind of peppered them through all the different levels, and they help you to unlock things or just give you some lore, give you something beautiful to watch. We just really wanted to give you the Castlevania experience, the vibe, just like this guy, this mage dude. I forget his name. My memory is terrible. Simon outfit. Actually, that's a good point. We should change the outfit next time when we go through. We'll put on the Simon outfit. Don't you worry. When you said you have to run through Dead Cells 3 times to get to the Castlevania content, did you mean 3 lives or beat it basically 3 times? 3 lives. It's just the way the tutorial part is set up, where you have to unlock runes so you're not blocked when you go through other levels. I can't remember exactly how it is. You have to get certain runes, otherwise you kind of get soft-locked. But it won't take you long at all. If you're new to the game, it won't take you very long to access the Castlevania DLC, and if you've been playing Dead Cells before, you access it straight away from the first level. Are we ever going to make a Dead Space DLC? I'd love to. It's one of my favourite games, but I doubt it fits in the vibe. But I'd love to see some necromorphs running around the castle and slashing the beheaded to pieces. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe one day. Who knows? So this is DLC. Why doesn't it continue the story? So it doesn't continue the story because we want it to be something really separate from Dead Cells. It's really taken as kind of a standalone. It's a story that takes place apart from the Dead Cells story. It's kind of like a mini episode, I guess. So we made it through the castle. We're going to fight Dracula. Da-da-da. First boss fight, everyone. Get ready for some crazy shit. I'll just let you enjoy the fight. So yeah, this is obviously death. I think you probably figured that out. You can see his vortex of souls behind him, sucking everyone up into hell? I don't know, into the afterlife. But yeah, he's basically got his big ass scythe and mini scythe, which actually do a load of damage. And he basically tries to suck your souls out. Val hasn't really let him do that. But yeah, he's got some really beastly attacks which can drain your health bar. Especially if you're on 5 PC, but that's not it. But yeah, he's crazy. He will go after you with his life. That was just too good. And there you go. So that was on 0 BC, and Val plays on 5 BC normally, so it was easy for him, but in reality he is probably a bit harder than Kai looks. So yeah, someone asked, do we have outfits for bosses? Well, yes. Death outfit is coming up. Are the Castlevania bosses going to be added to the boss rush? Yes, but I believe that will be at a later date, not straight away. When is the DLC coming out? In 2 hours and 20 minutes. Does Dracula have any special interactions like the Queen when she saves you if you die early? Yes. I won't tell you what, but yes. I don't want to spoil everything with this stream, that would kind of suck. Tu peux continuer, je sais pas. Ouais, si tu veux mourir, on va voir toi plus tard. Ouais, okay. Oui. So we're just gonna restart so we can see the rest of the DLC, because after you've killed one boss, you can't go back and see the next boss. You have to finish a run and kind of restart again. So we're going to do that straight away, otherwise it might take too long. So we're just kind of speed running the DLC content. How the hell did you guys get the license from Konami? Basically, Ben, one of our directors, he asked nicely. I already told the story earlier, I don't want to tell it again too soon. I'll tell it again later. So yeah, this quest, as I said earlier, you kind of go in and out of the DLC. The quest requires you to go into the Castlevania biomes, then back out and go through the clock tower, then go back into the Castlevania DLC, So you actually feel like you're going on a bit of a quest rather than just doing the 2 biomes of the DLC and it's done. You want to even get more of the experience than that. So this is what Valve's going to do. It's going to try and make it to the clock room. And that's a kind of throwback to when you had to make it to the clock tower in the original Castlevania. I don't know which one. But yeah, you went there and you got a key to access the... he's got the tricycle. He's going to make it. Will we make DLCs about other games? I'm not sure. Because this was already like a big undertaking, and we added content from lots of other indie games with our 2 Everyone Is Here updates. So I think if we add more stuff, I think we'd like to focus more on Dead Cells and adding more to the lore of Dead Cells if we do another one. It just seems to make sense rather than becoming a fortnight of indie games. We don't want to dilute Dead Cells too much. That's why I made this a DLC, is so people can choose to buy it if they want to. We're not forcing it with an update. If you want to see it, you can see it. If not, that's fine, don't buy the DLC. Matt just confirmed the lore update. I said we'd like to. I didn't say it's happening for sure. Like, maybe. This is my opinion, it does not represent the company's opinion. Have Konami approached you about resurrecting their older franchises? If they did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you. Will there be a physical copy with all the DLCs? Maybe. We're going to see how it goes. Will Crypt Demon have more impact in Dead Cells lore? It's true, she is one of the only characters which she's going to exist, and we see her once and she's not really there anymore. It would be cool to see it more. I mean, I'm in marketing, that's not really my I don't have much influence there, but I agree it'd be pretty cool. Is Baseball Bat coming to mobile? It's out on mobile, Baseball Bat. It came out 2 days ago, I think, so go check that out if you're on mobile, while you're waiting for the Castlevania DLC. Is there a possibility to do a brand new Castlevania game? I mean, we'd love to, obviously. We'd love to do the DLC. I think that's kind of clear from all our messaging about it. But we'll see. We'll see how the DLC goes. We'll see what Konami say. We'll see. I wish I could give you an answer. I'd love to know myself. So yeah, if you just joined us, we're not in the Castlevania DLC for a reason. We have to make it to the clock tower as part of the quest for the DLC. But Val is a beast at Dead Cells, so he's going to get there super quick. Are we part of Motion Twin or Evil Empire? So we're from Evil Empire. If anyone out there doesn't know, Motion Twin made Dead Cells. Evil Empire, we're kind of a partner studio who kind of make content with them. They always have final decision on what actually gets put in the game. Yeah, we've been making content for a few years now with their support, basically. wish you used the "What is a man" quote. Who says that we don't? Who says that we don't have that quote in the DLC? You have to find out. Go, speedy boy. How big is the DLC? Is it similar size to Queen in the Sea? It's bigger. It's bigger. It's got two biomes. But there's 3 boss fights. There's way more outfits and weapons, and an actual quest which you have to follow into the Castlevania biomes, into the actual Dead Cells biomes. There's a whole soundtrack, Castlevania tunes, and a couple of ones which Valmore, our composer, has reimagined in a Dead Cell style. So there's quite a bit more, and there's also a Richter mode, which I don't know if you saw the trailer we released a week ago. It's like a secret level where you get to play as Richter Belmore with like a really retro moveset. Maybe we'll see it actually when we go through the castle next. No, not this round. Maybe in the next round, if Valmont survives. Are we ever going to get a skin in the game with an OP moustache like you have? I'd love to. I would die happy knowing that there was a matte moustache skin in the game. Maybe one day. You've already introduced the bobby head, maybe we can introduce the moustache head. Is it true you can enter the DLC area only once per run? Yes, that is true. It's just the way we set it up with the quest to stop. People might get stuck if we don't make them go through the castle, if you know what I mean. If they keep trying to go through the Castlevania levels, they might get a bit soft-locked by them not understanding what's happening. So yes, just once per run. But trust me, that's enough. How do we choose which weapons to include from the Castlevania series, as it has so many iconic ones? That's a good question. There's a few things. Obviously, we had to include some, like the Vampire Killer and the Cross. You're kind of obligated to put them in. Other times, there's some weapons which we can't really put into Dead Cells because we've already got weapons that do the same thing. For example, we already had, I don't know, 5 or 6 whips. So making the Vampire Killer was a bit tricky because it's like, well, what else are we going to do? But, you know, even Konami said, you know, you have to put the Vampire Killer in. You can't do a Castlevania DLC without that. So it was a bit of, we knew some of the ones we have to put in, and then we just kind of chose which ones made sense considering the current roster of Dead Cells weapons and their mechanics. So yeah, so I didn't even say this is the Vampire Killer. So what Val's using right now, which is a pretty powerful whip, which kind of burns enemies once they die with holy fire, like that. So that's pretty powerful, especially if you synergize it with the weapon with burning damage. I mean, who doesn't want to whip something and then set it on fire as it dies? That's damn cool. Did you know Panchaki would be a fan favourite when you put out the Bazzy trailer? Yeah. When you tie 2 frying pans together with a piece of string and kill a giant chick with it, you kind of know people are going to want it in the game. And that's what we kind of thought to ourselves with the animated trailer we did, when we saw the beheaded does this like 5 frying pan move in the air. We think, crap. Now everyone's going to want this magic 5 frying pan move, so yeah, we think we dug ourselves a hole with that one. will the DLC be more difficult than the base game? I don't think so. I think it's kind of like yeah, it's average, maybe slightly more difficult because it's new and you won't be used to many of the enemies. But it's not crazy difficult. I mean, we wanted people to come into the game not knowing, they might not know what Dead Cells is, they just heard there's a Castlevania DLC. So we don't want to just like chuck them in the deep end and just force them to keep dying, because no one's going to have fun that way. So I'd say it's average, slightly above average. Val is such a machine. It looks like a tool-assisted speedrun. And you got some fans, Val. Right, you missed a challenge rift. That is amateur hour. Missing a challenge rift. Val doesn't need it. He could be the boss like this just right now. Have you guys ever thought of making a horror game? I'd like to. I love horror games, but I think that might be a bit of a big step from Dead Cells to a horror game. But why not? Why not? Why not a Dead Cells horror game? It's already kind of body horror. Could be cool. Is it already available for download? No, it's out in 2 hours. Well, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Are there any secrets you included? I think we've showed all the main secrets. Like Richter mode was kind of a secret, but we said we kind of have to show people that before we release it because it is too cool. There might be one more secret, which you'll see soon enough. It's so mysterious. Will we get more story content? We'll get more story content, but just Castlevania focused. We're not doing anything which moves the Dead Cells story along further. It's really just an isolated Castlevania DLC. So yeah, for anyone just joining us, we're not in the DLC yet because we've already done one section, and now we just have to make it to the clock tower to be able to unlock the next level. So we've already fought through the castle outskirts, through Dracula's castle, and Val beat death in about 1 minute. He absolutely roasted him. But we will show you Dracula's castle again, and hopefully Dracula, and then we'll see. But first we have to make it to the clock tower. It would be really cool to see you guys getting the permission from Konami to make a DLC based on the Metal Gear Solid series. Yeah, our producer Alex would freak out if we could do that. I think he would genuinely cry with joy and then curl up in a ball on the floor. I think it would be cool. But again, as I said before, I think we'll have to just see what happens with this DLC if it's successful, and then maybe we can talk with Konami about doing other things. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's not even out yet. Let's chill. We'll see. But of course, we like games, so we wouldn't want to do Metal Gear Solid or Castlevania or Contra. We wouldn't. Sorry for non-English messages in the chat. No worries. No worries. You guys keep talking. It's not a problem. which DLC took the longest to make? Definitely this one. Queen in the Sea, there was a bit of trouble with the pulleys in the lighthouse when you have to go, you have to pull them and you go slung up. I think it was a bit of a pain in the ass to make the mechanics for the ropes, and also the fire going up. But definitely this one, because we had to think of a proper story quest, make sure we faithfully crafted everything from Castlevania. We had to keep checking with Konami that everything we're doing was rookie mistake. Check with Konami that everything we're doing was approved by them, because obviously it's their IP, and Castlevania is a precious IP. It's one of the OGs of gaming, so we had to make sure that everything we were doing was okay with them. And obviously they're in Japan, so that takes time for them to go through their processes, for us to communicate. So yeah, definitely this one was the longest to make, but not by too much. Will the streaming be available after you finished? I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure we're recording it, so we can just put it on YouTube. I think I'm going to loop it on the Steam store page as well. I think basically wherever we're streaming now, it will be posted afterwards as a recording. So if you want to stop watching to avoid spoilers, go for it. Or stay with us. Have some fun. How about a Legend of Zelda crossover? If we thought we could get it, obviously yes, but I'm not very pessimistic, but I have a very big doubt that we'd be allowed to do a Zelda crossover. So yeah, we're still running the Vampire Killer and Alucard's Shield. Hopefully we'll see some different weapons soon. And skills, maybe. Hopefully we can find the cat. That would be cool. Is Castlevania basically the end of the run, or can you return to other biomes after it somehow? That depends. If you miss the level at the start, then you will finish with the Castlevania levels. But if you start off with the Castlevania level in Prisoner's Quarters, you'll finish the Castlevania section, and then that'll be it. You have to finish through the normal Dead Cells map. So there's a lot of questions about mobile and Android, iOS. It's not coming out today on Android or iOS because the conversion process, the port, takes a really long time. It's very typical. So we're releasing on PC and consoles in 2 hours from now. 2 hours. And then mobile, we don't know exactly when it will release. We don't know. That's with another publisher. But it will come. It will come. You guys have cool looking glasses. That's because we're in France. Everyone has cool looking glasses in France. It's obligated. God of War crossover when? We've got the Boys X. We've kind of got a God of War crossover. We just don't have the skin. Any multiplayer plans for the future? No. Obviously, we hear that all the time. We've tried before and it's super difficult. Maybe, but there's other more pressing things for us to do. So I'm sorry, it's going to have to be a no. Not in the immediate future. Thanks for at least recognising us mobile players. But no, of course, we've got loads of players on mobile. We're glad to have you. It's just unfortunately it takes a lot of time to port it over. so you kind of got to wait. Obviously, I wish you could get it sooner, but it just doesn't work that way. So I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Why can't I buy it in Poland? Because it's not out yet. You have to wait 2 hours, like everyone else. So let's check. Oh yes, a Lord of the Rings DLC would be cool. I would play that forever. But unfortunately, no, we can't do that. I'd love to see Gandalf doing a dodge roll. What shield is that? Is that a Rampart shield? No, it's Alucard's shield. That is one of the new weapons from the DLC. And Valentine is showcasing it now. Can be used to attack in melee. As well as obviously block things. It's a shield. So we're going to go to the clock tower. Yep. Yes. As you want. But it's got the horrible smasher things. The gorges. I hate them. So yeah, anyone who's just joined us, we're not in Castlevania DLC at the moment because we need to make it to the clock tower first. It's part of the quest for the DLC. We need to go find the key in the clock tower. So bear with us. I mean, Val's playing with Alucard's, the Vampire Killer and Alucard's shield. So you're seeing some of the DLC weapons now, but you will see DLC buy-ins in about 10 minutes. So go make yourself a cup of tea, go have a little poop, whatever you want, and come back in 10 minutes. It's hot. Are there even more things coming out this year for Dead Cells? We're kind of in planning stages at the minute. We'll do an update after this to kind of fix bugs and all that kind of stuff. But we can't really reveal anything at the moment about what we're planning on doing. But obviously we'll let you know as soon as we do. We think we always do keep quite open communication with you guys. Keep you up to date with our plans, so don't worry, as soon as we have something to tell you, we will. How did you get the idea for Castlevania DLC? Well, Dead Cells is basically based on Castlevania. I mean, the minimap looks like Symphony of the Night. We've got the clock tower, which is basically ripped from Castlevania. It was one of these, like, the main inspiration behind Dead Cells, so for us it's a natural fit to bring to Dead Cells, completely and utterly. We've got whips. We've already got whips in Dead Cells, so come on. Is Dead Cells going to have an OnlyFans? No. That I can definitely tell you no. Or maybe. Anything else? What new comments? The cost is $9.99. Yes, the cost is $9.99 or equivalent wherever you are. It increased a little bit because it took kind of longer to make. It's got more content in it, and obviously just for the use of the Castlevania IP, we have to give a bit of money to Konami as well. So, but we think it reflects it's a fair amount for the amount of work that was put into it. worked out himself, but had a ton of work into it. The poor guy had to play the same levels about 500 million times. As good as it is, it gets long. I've stopped thinking about the OnlyFans. That's gone. Leave it. It's dead. So we get more questions about how it happened with Konami. I'll just do the story again quickly. So Ben, one of our directors, he was in Japan for a conference and talked to some publishers about publishing the game in Japan. One of them was Konami. Obviously, while he was there, he was a bit cheeky. Yeah, can I maybe convince you to let us put Alucard as a character in Dead Cells with a weapon? And they were keen. So he's like, why not push a little bit more? You know what? I'm here. Just go for it. Balls to the wall. And he said, well, what about DLC? Would you guys be interested in teaming up with us? And they said, well, give us some concepts. We love the game, so let's see what happens. And obviously it kind of snowballed from there, and here we are. Sometimes all you got to do is you just ask. Just ask. Don't be scared. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Giving you life lessons and showing you the Castlevania DLC. What more do you want? Anything else? Is the DLC live? No, not yet. Not yet. It's non-public. Get some refreshments. New questions. What am I drinking? It's called a Tortel Twist. It's like a 0% beer with lime juice. Kid friendly stream. So we're at the clock tower. We're just going to run through this, kill the timekeeper, and then we should be back into the Castlevania DLC. I thought it was going to crash then. No, please. I know, why don't you just put a timer on the stream when a DLC is out? I know, I asked myself that question 5 minutes into the stream. It was we should have done. I'm sorry about that. Wait, are we French? No, we're in France. We are living and working in Bordeaux. We're French. Well, Valentine's French. Basically, everyone else is French. I'm English. I moved here 3 years ago. But yeah, everyone here is French. French studio. So what is the border around the weapons? So yeah, if you look in the bottom left, there's the weird kind of border around the sword and the shield. That's because they're both Alucards, sword and shield. So they synergize when you pick them both up. Is Dracula an endgame boss? Of course. It's Return to Castlevania. I mean, he is the big dude, Dracula, the big boss man. So yes, he is the final boss. I mean, it depends, because to be honest, Death could also be the final boss, because you can only enter the Castlevania DLC once in each run. So you're either going to fight Death or Dracula. So they're kind of both final bosses. Going up the clock tower, making our way. Making our way downtown. Why are we playing on 0 BC? So we don't die. We want you guys to see the content while we're playing, so just to be safe. We're playing on 0 BC, so we make it. We make it to the end. Is Dracula harder than Hand of the King? Personally, I'd say no. They're about the same. And I really suck at Hand of the King, so I'm not really the best to judge. But what would you think? What would you think? Yeah. Okay, Valentine thinks yes. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Are we going to launch it at the same time? Yes. So on PC and consoles, it's launching in 1 hour, 45 minutes, less than 2 hours. And if you want to watch the launch gameplay trailer, there's currently a YouTube premiere obviously on YouTube. If you just type in Dead Cells launch trailer, you'll be able to watch the countdown and it will automatically play in 1 hour 45 minutes. So you'll be one of the first to see the new trailer, which is pretty epic, if I do say so myself. What's the bat skill? So this is called the bat volley. It's basically a ranged attack. Thank you, Valentine. Very useful. So yeah, it just sends a wave of bats. Yeah, I think it does a knockback as well. It pushes the enemy. It does a crap load of damage. Pretty simple, pretty effective. Yeah. Just give him garlic bombs to one-shot Dracula. I'm not sure if actually Konami shot us down. I think we might have suggested garlic bombs and they said no. I'm not sure. But it's a good idea. Do the bats have COVID? If you want them to, it can be your headcanon. You go for it. I won't say no. So we're nearly at the extra DLC levels. Just got to beat Timekeeper. We're on the way. Pardon me, sorry. Do you guys have any favourite roguelike beside yours? No. Dead Cells is the only roguelike you should play. Hades sucks. No, of course. Everyone likes a bit of roguelike. My personal favourite is Slay the Spire. I find it a very nice gameplay. Okay, here we go. Gotta beat the Timekeeper, and then we will be back in the Castlevania DLC. If thou can beat Timekeeper. Let's finish this. Man's got skills. Okay, here we go. More DLC content coming up in 10 seconds. Hang on, bear with me. So we're having a bit of technical problems. Be 2 minutes. No, nothing. Okay, no problem. So we're going back into Dracula's castle. If you were with us earlier, then you'd have already seen Dracula's castle, but this time there's a twist. So the cat is a skill. Hopefully we'll see it. If not, we'll force it so you can get to see it. So for everyone who wasn't here earlier, this is obviously Dracula's castle. See the love and care and attention has been put into every detail. See, you've got lions' heads with goat legs, you've got haunted statues, you've got skeletons throwing their bones at you. It's full of dangers, this castle. We're currently using Alucard's sword and shield. Yeah. Oh, check it out, it's Dracula. He's killed the enemies a bit slower. Valentine doesn't know the meaning of slow. The man is speed. Don't get cursed, please. Yeah, so that just happened. That's a throwback to, I think it's Symphony of the Night, where Dracula will switch, make a mirror image of the levels. Ouh, my, ouais, vas-y. It's mini boss time. So it's obviously Medusa turns you to stone. Taking damage. Too easy. So yeah, you get hunted. If you've already been to Dracula's castle once, after that, Dracula kind of appears and starts hunting you throughout the castle, because obviously he doesn't want you to make it to his throne room. Because he loves his throne room. He doesn't want it to get destroyed. It's only natural. So you can see we've got haunted armor coming out of the walls. We've got werewolves with massive claws. Lion's head with goat's legs. Like, you're in a bit of a freak show here, right? You've got these beautiful tapestries and statues, stained glass windows. C'est magnifique. Is the castle the same exact level as at the beginning? Yeah, it's the same level, but if you enter at a later stage, you have Dracula chasing you. And I think you can unlock a couple of different things as well. Is the music an adaptation of the original themes? Yes. So there's 51 of the original tracks from the Castlevania series, and there's 12 of the most famous ones, which our resident musician composer has changed to the Dead Cell style. You know, a bit more like guitar and less dark fancy and more peppy. Don't take the ghost treasure. Is there an Alucard outfit? Yes. Yes, there is. There's ones for Richter, Trevor, Syntha, Maria, Dracula, Death. There's a lot of outfits. Some fast fireballs. He plays at 5 PC. Questions. When will the DLC be available? In 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's all. Is the Bloodlines track in there? Yes. I'm 99% sure it is, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. What's this? It's Richter Belmont. So yeah, this is all part of the quest, the extra Castlevania info, the DLC. It's not just, the castle enemies, there's a whole storyline going on. And yes, you will get a Richter outfit, don't worry. And you get to play as Richter in Richter mode, which you unlock as a secret. If you're curious about Richter mode and you want to see it now, we released a trailer a week ago. You can find it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Motion Twin. It will showcase you, 30 seconds of Richter mode. And you get to hear me talking again, so go check it out. Anything else? How do you buy the new DLC? You can't buy it just yet. It's in 1 hour and 30 minutes, but you can buy it on PC and consoles. Why did we choose Richter? Well, because he's one of the most famous ones. I mean, there's a reason why he was in Smash Bros. He's like an iconic character. It just made sense for us. Is the DLC on mobile? No, you will have to wait a bit longer for the DLC on mobile. I can't give you an exact date, we don't know yet, but it won't be out today on mobile. And look at these gorgeous ramparts. I mean, who doesn't want to play this DLC now? And look at that moon, look at those clouds. Where will we release the patch notes? On the usual section on the Dead Cells website. I think it's www.dead-cells.com. There's a section in the patch notes at the top. So that will come out in, probably 2 hours. It's usually a little bit after we post the game, just in case anything goes wrong. Seeing stairs is strange, but I love it. Yep. Stairs are new for this. No, not the baseball bat. Not the baseball bat. Yeah, if we could find a Castlevania one, that would be cool. You could just drop one, yeah. In the super secret. Yep. Yeah, this is the whip sword. You can change it between a whip and just a normal sword, and you get crits after you switched it. Well, you'll see. You'll see when Val starts using it. More outfits. Yeah, I think there's 20 outfits in this DLC, so yeah, don't worry. You've got lots of new drip. I use kids' buds. I'm down with the kids. By God, they're cheating. Yeah, we're allowed to cheat. We're the devs. That's all right. Here we go. It's Dracula time, baby. So yeah, we've run through, if you missed it earlier, we've run through most of the DLC. Not most of the DLC, we've run through a chunk of the DLC. So now we're about to fight Dracula. We've already fought Death, the boss. This one is the big bad, the boss man, Dracula. He doesn't bring a shield because his Val, he doesn't need a shield. He plays at 5 BC. So here's the boys, here's the gang. All very serious speeches. So there you go, of course, you get the Alucard outfit. We know you want to dress up as Alucard, don't worry, you can do it. And here we go. And there it is, everyone's favourite phrase. You thought you wouldn't include it? Come on. And here we go. Yeah, he likes to curb stomp you. Dracula curb stomps you. And he sucks your blood. Don't die, Val, please. Flawless is going to be hard. Yeah, the Flawless is super hard on Dracula. Is it as hard as Hand of the King? Maybe. Maybe. And there you go. Did we get the original dialogue if you wear the Richter outfit? You have to find out. If you want to avoid big spoilers, you should stop watching right now. Like right now. What's that? He's gone beast mode. But this boss looks so easy. No, Val made it look easy. I'm loving the comments. By the way, Valentine is making this look way, way easier than it actually is. It's so hard. Dude's got serious heart there. It's okay, you're gonna make it. Easy. GG. So the DLC is out in 1 hour and a half. Just a bit less actually, 1 hour 25 minutes. We're getting there, we're getting there. On Steam and consoles. I think we're gonna just try and showcase some of the weapons. Now. Si on utilise les armes, on n'a pas vu. Ouais.
Pour l'instant, je fais que brutalité, donc tu peux jouer tactique
Ouais.
et tout. Mais même en brutalité, j'ai pas tout fait encore.
Ok, parce qu'on est mort. On a le scythe et tout. On a le scythe
Ah,
et tout.
ah oui, on va tester les faux et tout ça.
So someone's just trying to break down the wall.
Est-ce que je laisse ma place et tout ça?
Oui, s'il y a quelqu'un d'autre qui peut...
Ok.
Ouais. Vas-y. Merci beaucoup. Thanks to Val. He's going to go back and do some extra work. So... Merci. So yeah, he just made all of that look really easy. I'm sure it will take you guys a lot longer because he plays on 5BC all the time. He plays Dead Cells every day. So don't worry, it's not like you're going to finish it in a couple of hours. And there's actually more to see. It's not finished. There's extra bits. So, but I hope you enjoyed what you saw. We're going to have someone else come and play some more bits. So stick around if you want to see some of the other weapons, some of the other skills. We've got a cat pet which you haven't seen. We've got Death Scythe. We've got all kinds of stuff. So stick around. Don't stick around if you've seen enough. Just buy the DLC in an hour and a half. Or don't do what you want. I'm not your boss. I'll just wait for someone to come take a little break. I'm going to leave the credits on so you can see the references. Don't worry. We have a new challenger. So this is Corentin. He does QA for Dead Cells. So again, he plays Dead Cells all day, every day. So if you think he's making it easy, it's because he's just really fucking good at the game. So
No, I'm actually terrible.
I don't believe you. So yeah, if you could avoid using the whip sword and Alucard sword and shield, because we've seen them quite a lot. We've seen a lot of the brutality stuff.
I guess I could go with survival.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you can see the cat. The cat's survival, right?
The cat is...
Ah.
Or maybe...
We've all gone crazy. We've been doing it so much, we've all just kind of forgotten what's happening as DLC.
Playing custom mode then?
If you want, we did use the debug mode just to give ourselves what we wanted as well. Bear with us, we're just gonna limit the stuff. Yeah, we're gonna showcase the survival weapons. So yeah, if you just saw that, there's a Bible. You just hit people with a Bible. So sorry for people who think we're blasphemers, but you're gonna have to deal with it. It is green. Nice. I thought it was. Perfect. So questions. Sorry, I haven't responded to any questions for ages. The DLC isn't available in any store because it's not out yet. It is out in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Anyone who's just joining us, we're going to go through a survival run on the new DLC. Bear with us. We'll just go straight in. We'll go straight in with the first level. From prisoners' quarters into the outskirts. Oh yeah, get yourself built up. So this is the Bible. So yeah, you can hit people with it, and you also have a flying one which smacks the crap out of people as well. So you're getting double damage. 2 for the price of 1. So yeah, we're just gonna build up some scrolls, build up some stats before we head into the Castlevania level. So just give us 2 minutes and we'll be straight back into the castle outskirts. How do you access the Castlevania level? You're gonna see in 2 minutes. There is nothing particularly you have to do. If you've already played Dead Cells, it'll be available in prisoner quarters straight away. If you've just bought Dead Cells, then you might have to go through a bit of the tutorial. I think you have to go through it like 3 times before any DLC opens up for you. But that's normal. That's just to make sure you know what you're doing in the game and you have rune. I think it's a specific rune you have to get to be able to access it. But if you already played, you'll just be able to access it straight away in the first level. Do we need to complete the main game to play the DLC? No, not at all. As I said, I think you just have to get one rune and then you're good to go. But no, we wanted it to be very accessible because we know that some people are going to see Castlevania DLC and not know what Dead Cells is and want to play it. So we wanted to try and get people into the content straight away, as soon as we could. So don't worry, it's very accessible. So will the new DLC be included in the bundle DLC? So we're going to have 2 new bundles. One with Dead Cells and just Return to Castlevania. And one with Dead Cells and all the DLC we've ever done. So people can choose if they just want to touch base with Dead Cells and Castlevania without being overwhelmed with anything else, they can do that. Or if you want to go whole hog, get everything in one go, you've got the option too. Is DLC available? Nope, not yet. 1 hour 15 minutes. The countdown continues. Questions. Are we planning on doing some more collaborations in the future? I did answer this question about an hour ago. Not for the moment. We've done a lot recently, so we're thinking about taking a bit of a break after that. So, anyone who didn't see this earlier, this is the Castle Outskirts. It's the first level of the DLC. Obviously, it's the outskirts of the castle. And we will get there in a second. Bundles will be available today, yes. DLC and bundles are available at the same time in 1 hour 15 minutes. Will it become available mobile? No, mobile you have to wait. Sorry, you have to wait. So here we go, Castle Outskirts. So it's very beautiful, big turrets, lovely moon, a little bit of fog. And away we go. So yeah, you should be hearing some Castlevania music right now. I hope so. Well, you've got no sound in the studio, so I hope it does. So Corentana is currently fighting some mermen who blow these annoying fireballs at you. And there's also some werewolves which like to stalk you and slash the hell out of you with their big claws. So 2 not very nice enemies. And he's doing very well. Sorry, you got too cocky. Nicely done. So he's made it over the moat through the gardens. Now we're going to have to climb up the outskirts of the wall. And this is tricky. It's like bat hell. bubble going crazy. So yeah, we've got these new collapsible platforms. Yeah, super tricky. If you're not careful, they just like dump your ass on the floor. They're usually placed right above spikes, so just to be extra annoying. But yeah, you shouldn't find that anywhere else in the game. I mean, you got a similar thing in Fatal Falls where you got the ground which collapses, but we're going to ignore the legendary for now because you guys are here to see Castlevania content. So I think some of you are talking about you had an update recently in the past couple of hours. That was just us pushing the patch to be ready for the release. Nothing's available yet. We're just pushing it so we can test it and make sure everything's okay. So don't worry about that. Calm yourselves down. Cheer up. The candles should be breakable. Yeah, so there are breakable candles somewhere in this DLC. It's in the new Richter mode, which we released a trailer for 7 days ago, or 8 days ago, I'm not sure. Yeah, you don't worry. There are breakable candles. You will find them. Oh, if you want to catch the brand new full-length gameplay trailer when a DLC comes out, there is a YouTube premiere page right now. If you just search Dead Cells launch gameplay trailer, you should find it, and you'll be able to watch the trailer as soon as it comes out, which should be in 1 hour and 10 minutes, the same as the DLC. We're getting close to the hour mark. Questions. Yeah, this is a nice throwback to Richter's carriage. And he gets ambushed by death. So we've made it to the top of the ramparts. Now we're just going to make it along the final stretch and we'll be in the main castle. Exciting stuff. Is my name Matt? Yes it is. I am called Matt. The big reveal. Surprise! Yeah, bone throwers are super annoying. They look like they're weak, but they'll mess you up. Please don't die. Everything wants to kill you in Dead Cells. Wakanda Dead Cells crossover. I think that's on the list of less likely crossovers for Dead Cells. I can't imagine a Wakanda Forever DLC coming out anytime soon. When does this release? In 1 hour and 8 minutes. How large is the dev team? I think there's about 12? 12, including QA and artists and GPBs. And market. And market, of course. Market's the most important people of all. Questions. So is this Dead Cells' last crossover? What's the next big crossover? Metroid? Crossovers were taking a bit of a pause. Obviously we've had 2 indie crossovers as the free updates, and now this big DLC. So I think we want to, if we do anything else, it will very likely be Dead Cells related, to flesh out the lore, make sure we don't lose the spirit of Dead Cells by pumping too much outside IP into Dead Cells. And I think you can probably agree, Dead Cells lore has a couple of gaps, so if anything, that would be what we'd cover. So Dracula's Castle. If you've been here since the start, you've seen this twice already. But if anyone's new, welcome. This is Dracula's Castle. It's beautiful. It's very red. As you can see, the artist put a ton of effort into this. And let's go. You're going to see some different enemies, like Bua, the lion's head with 5 goat legs. It's whack. You got haunted armor. You still got these annoying, sneaky poison dagger guys from the original game. And we've got bone throwers, of course. And you're going to see some more. Nice. So yep, haunted armor coming out the walls. Nowhere's safe in Dracula's castle. Bible's going nuts. Where is the cat? We're going to try and find the cat. We're going to try and get the cat. Because he's cool. He's a little cutie cat. Yeah? Yeah, let's go for it. We're going to just cheat and get the cat. Straight in. Maria's cat. Look at him. Look how cute it is. And it rides you on the back like Yoda in Empire Strikes Back. Because why not? So DLC will be out in an hour. Yes, 1 hour and 4 minutes. It's coming. Cat is OP. It definitely is powerful. Cat is a good one to have. Invisible harpy. That classic castle. God. Easy. Bouncing lion's head. The cat is messing things up. In what other game do you get to beat things with a Bible while your cat helps attacking? You can't say Dead Cells is boring. So yeah, this is another lore room, referencing Legion, I believe. Yes. So yeah, there are tons of lore rooms, like all through the levels, with references to basically every entry in the series. So if you're a Castlevania fan, don't worry, there is a load of throwbacks. I mean, there's already a ton of throwbacks that you've seen, but don't worry, there's plenty more. Questions. What about the Dawn, Araya, Sorrow games? Will there be references to those two? Yes, I believe so. Yes. Even soundtracks from the original game. See, I think we basically covered every part of the Castlevania series. If there's a track or a reference to be made, it's in a DLC. We've gone kind of full hog, covering all the bases. We really wanted it to be for the fans, as well as everyone else. Obviously, it's still fun for everyone. But we know Castlevania fans haven't had anything meaty to play for a while, so we've made sure it's full on Castlevania. Don't worry. Go for it. Let's show the scythe. I think this is probably one of the coolest weapons. So yeah, it takes the souls of what you've killed, and they kind of become your allies. I think until you release them all in one go. Is that right? It's damage. Yeah. So you're going to see some Scythe gameplay, Death Scythe. Who doesn't like a Scythe? And it's Death's Scythe, I mean, come on. So we are officially less than 1 hour away from the release of Dead Cells Return to Castlevania DLC. 59 minutes and counting. Coming on PC and consoles. Mobile, you're going to have to wait. Not long left now. How can you walk slowly? You just press lightly on the stick. That's all. Just press lightly. I know in Dead Cells you want to go fast, but have a little patience. Yeah, maybe the scythe is a little bit OP. Sometimes you gotta have a weapon that's a bit OP. Something fun to play with. I'll be back in a second.
You can keep going.
Puissant.
Oh, we're at death. Perfect. So yeah, if you didn't join the stream until half an hour in, you won't have seen this. So this is the first boss, Death. Enjoy. So we're killing Death with his own scythe, which is a bit of karma. Is it releasing at noon? It is releasing in 54 minutes. So So not long to go until you can be fighting death yourself with his own scythe. Yeah, he's got some crazy attacks. Yeah, I mean, you do not want to be hit by that shit. I mean, Corentin's making it look a bit easy, but I can tell you this fight is super hard. I mean, we're at 1 BC, and Corentin, he plays at like 5 BC, so don't worry, it's a challenge. It is harder than it looks. And I hope you can appreciate the beauty and the effort that's been put into the background. Isn't Death supposed to look like a wolf with a cape and a hood? Death looks like however you want him to, but I think a giant skeleton's a pretty normal, accurate depiction of Death. But is it the first flying boss? I don't think Conjunctivius doesn't really count as flying.
Fair point.
I guess he's in the air.
Yeah, he's supposed to be grabbing with tentacles on the side.
Yeah, I guess.
So, yeah.
I guess. I mean, and the queen hovers. She's not technically touching the ground. So, but yeah, I guess. Fine. Yes, the first flying boss. Fine. I still think Conjunctivius is flying. I know it's attached to walls, but it's like it's in the air. Come on.
With Castle Heart.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Using the develop. Maybe faster.
Yeah, if you want, yeah. So yeah, you can only go through the DLC once in a run. Usually you can either do Castle Outskirts and Dracula's Castle and then have to go back into the normal game, or you can run through the game and then you can go through to Dracula's Castle, and it's Dracula's Castle with a twist. If you haven't seen earlier, you won't know what we're talking about, but you're going to see. Yeah, we've already got 20 minutes left. Maybe we can do another run through Castle Outskirts. Yeah, we're going to be finishing in 20 minutes, so we're just going to do one more run through Castle Outskirts. Maybe show a bit more of some different weapons. And then we'll leave you. Then we'll let you spend half an hour to make a cup of tea, do some sport, I don't know, whatever you want before the DLC launches, and you can get cracking.
What weapons have you shown?
We've shown all of those. We haven't shown Morningstar because it's a meme weapon.
No, it's a legit weapon.
Oh yeah, Holy Water. We haven't seen that yet. Cool. We're going to show the weapons we haven't played with yet. Sorry, I haven't answered some questions in ages. Do I have to have played all the Castlevanias to enjoy the DLC? No. We've made it so that people who know Castlevania will really love all the little references and everything, but we made sure that people who haven't played Castlevania will kind of understand what's going on and can still enjoy themselves. I mean, because it's not just... We got loads of people who play Dead Cells who've never played Castlevania before, so we've got to stay true to Dead Cells too. So don't worry about that. So this is the Morningstar. It's a particular type of weapon. It's special. It's special. Are you French, or did the team hire foreigners? Yeah, we're not French, so if people don't know, we're based in France, we're based in Bordeaux, where all the good wine is. But I'm English, and Corentin's Brazilian? Brazilian, yeah. Don't want to get that one. So yeah, they're obviously not averse to hiring foreign members. So yeah, if any of you are foreign and might like to work in France in the video game industry, send in an application. Will the DLC be on mobile? It will at a future date. So it's coming on PC and consoles today in 48 minutes. Mobile, it will come, but not today, not for the near future. They have to do a full port, and it's very technical and it takes ages. So yeah, sorry about that, but that's just the nature of game development. Questions. Did you say there is a new game mode? Yes. Well, there's Richter mode, which is kind of a 15 to 20 minute level. It's like a mini Metroidvania, where you play as Richter, and you get to. It's a very retro moveset. Like it's like up, down, left, right. Compared to Dead Cells, it's really less fluid. But that's one for the fans, and you get to unlock different weapons and unlock Vania moves. And yes, you go through Dracula's castle up to the ramparts. You get to fight a cool little mini boss. It's worth playing, but it's a little secret. You have to search for it to find it. What time does it go live in the UK? That would be 7 PM for you guys. So yeah, in 45 minutes. Like everyone else. It's the same time for everyone. It's in 45 minutes for PC, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. Everything except mobile. Is there anything you would like to work on afterwards besides Dead Cells? Well, there's other projects happening with both Motion Tool and Evil Empire, so there's other stuff we would like to get involved with. Nothing we can say. Like every studio in existence, basically. So where is the beginning of the DLC? It's in the very first area, Prisoner's Quarters, where you start. You can access the DLC straight away. Like, here we go, this is it. If you've played Dead Cells before. If you haven't played Dead Cells before, and you're loading up for the first time, you have to run through the base game a couple of times just to go through the tutorial bits. But after that, it's straight in. You don't have to do anything, any quests, you go straight in. So you can see some of the outfits we've already unlocked. Alucard, Dracula, Death. There's also Richter Belmont, Trevor Belmont, Simon, Maria, Sifna, the Haunted Armor. There's everything. Anything and everything. Would you guys make an entire Castlevania game? We'd like to. If we had the opportunity, we would love to. Let's see how the DLC goes first. And then we'll see what Konami says. But I mean, who wouldn't? Will we see Everyone Here Volume 3? Probably not for a while. I think the feeling here is that we've done 2 in 2 years, and now we've had the Castlevania DLC, and we need to maybe focus more on Dead Cells. So I think if you see anything, it will be more Dead Cells stuff. But obviously that's what I think. So don't take that as gospel truth. So yeah, sorry if anyone has just joined and hasn't seen the stream earlier. This is Castle Outskirts. This is the first level of the Castlevania DLC. As you can see, I hope you can see it's very beautiful. You got all the towers and ramparts of the castle in the background. So we're going to go through the gardens, across the moat, and then up the ramparts, and then across the ramparts and into the castle. So we're fighting some mermen, some werewolves, some bone throwers. Each of these enemies it's pretty tough. If you don't know how to deal with them, they can do some hefty damage. We're currently using the Morning Star whip, or the Wiggle whip, as we like to call it. Some people like it, some people don't. We've got Alucard's shield, which can be used as a melee weapon as well as a shield. The Bouncing Stone, and then that's the Holy Water. And you can't go into Dracula's castle without holy water. It's not possible. Questions? I'm not sure what soundtrack's playing at the moment, but for those who don't know, there are 51 of the original tracks from Castlevania, and then we've reimagined 12 of the most famous, like Bloodlines, Bloody Tears, in the Dead Cell style. So the original Castlevania tracks, they can be enabled as a soundtrack for the whole game, and then the reimagined tracks, they're just for the DLC levels, which is pretty cool, we think. Don't know about you. How many minutes till it's out? 40 minutes and counting. It's been a long time coming. I can't believe it's less than an hour until it's finally out. We've been working on it for over a year. It's kind of surreal actually that it's finally coming out. It's very strange. But I can't wait to see everyone's reaction. See how well it does. Hopefully it does well. There's no guarantees obviously in game dev, but judging by your guys' reactions, seems like some people are pretty psyched. If you were to make an entire Castlevania game, would you like to make an entirely new one or remaster an older one? That's a pretty remake, not a remake, do a whole new one. I mean, Castlevania's great, but you know, they came out a long time ago. There's been so many advancements in game dev and design that I think they would deserve to have a completely new game made. Obviously with nods to the retro and keeping that spirit, but yeah, with a modern style. So, how did we get the rights to Castlevania? So, I think I've told this story twice in the stream, but it's been a long stream, so I'll tell it again. Ben, one of our directors, he went to Japan for a conference and to try and get a publisher for our game in Japan, because there's like particular rights you have to go through. Well, Konami also work as the publisher over there, so he was talking to them and he was like, while I'm here, Castlevania is one of the big inspirations for Dead Cells. It'd be cool if we could put like Alucard and one of his weapons and a skin in the game. Like, why not ask? So he was talking to Konami and they were really warming up to the idea, and he thought, why not just push for more? So he said, well, if you're keen for that, why not do a whole DLC? Like, if you don't ask, then you don't get. And they were like, okay, give us a plan, show us a presentation, what you think you can do. And they loved it, and it went from there. Obviously, it takes a while because you have to talk about rights and respecting the base game, and respecting the Castlevania IP. But yeah, it was relatively easy, I think. but it helps that Castlevania really inspired Dead Cells. You can see that in the base game. So it was an easy fit. Will the Castlevania bosses be in Boss Rush? I believe at a later date. Not now. It was just too much work to fit everything in for the launch. But yes, they will be. Are there Easter eggs in the DLC? Yes, there's loads. Like this is one right here. What a great timing. Yeah, there's a ton. You will need to play through it several times to see them all. Would you make a Castlevania fighting game? Why not a Dead Cells fighting game? There is? I didn't know that actually. Is it good? We did Death Note. Okay. How did I not know that existed? Can't follow everything. Where's the PlayStation version? Where are all the versions? It's not out yet. It is out in 37 minutes. Countdown continues. Is there an Alucard skin? Yes, there is an Alucard skin. Can you equip it from the menu? Yeah, go for it. We're going to see the Alucard skin. There we go. Here we go, Alucard. He's back, baby. If anyone wants to watch the launch gameplay trailer as soon as it lands, it will be coming out in 35 minutes on YouTube. You can search now on YouTube for Dead Cells Castlevania launch trailer, and you'll be able to watch the countdown until it goes live at 7 PM CET in 35 minutes. So you can watch it while you're downloading the DLC. I promise you it is pretty epic. That's some fat drip. Yes, it is. That is some drip. He be dripping. So yeah, we've got the Alucard skin, and we've also got Alucard's sword and shield. If anyone didn't see earlier, don't worry about that. You'll get to fully roleplay as the famous Alucard. So reviews came out, well, they started coming out 3.5 hours ago. Other questions. Will the game and DLC bundle work on Xbox when the new DLC drops in 37 minutes? Yes, there will be a game plus DLC bundle, and there'll be a game plus all the DLC to have ever existed for Dead Cells bundle. So you can choose whatever you want. How much would it cost? €9.99 and dollars, and whatever the equivalent is for where you live. It's a bit more expensive than previous DLCs because of obviously the Castlevania IP. There was some more content, there was more work went into it. So we believe it's fair for the IP and the amount of work which we put into it. So. So we've made it through the outskirts. We're about to head into the castle, and then we'll head to the castle, and then I think we'll finish the stream. Maybe do you want to try another skin? Because we haven't really shown any skins. Yeah, let's go for Richter.
It's classic.
Go on in. Yeah, that's that. The OG. Let's go for it. How do you get that menu? It's a secret. It's only for devs. Get your hands off. It's for us. It's a secret sauce. Such a meme weapon. Such a meme weapon. Questions. A favourite weapon from the DLC? I'd say probably Death Scythe. It's just cool. Hitting something with a giant scythe and taking people's souls. Dev mode DLC when? Never. Never knew that. Is it hard to unlock the skins? No. A lot of them you can find in lore rooms or just by killing an enemy. So no. There's really, you'll unlock most of them pretty easily. Finding the weapons too, it's not hard. You want everyone to kind of just come in and be able to play the Castlevania DLC and the content easily. So it's really not hard to find 90% of the stuff in the DLC. Do you need boss cells to play the DLC? No, not at all. It's available from 0PC. If you buy the game and you've never played Dead Cells before, then you have to play through it a few times, so just tutorial levels to be able to get to the DLC. But that's the only way you'll be blocked from playing the DLC. So for people asking where can I purchase it, when can I purchase it, it's not available yet. It's out in 30 minutes on PC and consoles. Just 30 minutes, be patient, it's coming. I'm not sure which soundtrack you're hearing at the moment, but I hope it's a good one. When I say 30 minutes, do I mean Steam too? Yes, I mean Steam, Epic, GOG, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, Microsoft Store. Everywhere. Game needs more bird-themed weapons for Doc Firebird. I mean, does it? But people in the Discord want a duck boss, so maybe one day. Who knows? Yeah. Classic, of course. No. At least you get to see how the weapon behaves. That's right, we're not trying to go for a world record. How many cells difficulty is this? At 0 cells would it be more accessible to Castlevania fans with low reflexes? So yeah, this is 1BC, so it's relatively easy. But we've also got assist mode, which lets you change some settings to make it easier. So if you really are just a Castlevania fan who wants to play through some Castlevania content, you can do that as you want. We let you play. It's a single player game. As long as you guys are having fun with it, we don't really mind how you play it. Obviously, we made the game a certain way, but if you need that to have fun, go for it. So this is the cross. As you can see, it goes a certain distance and then stops and spins in one place. It does crits where it stopped. So if you can get the timing right, the distance right, you do a ton of damage in 2 seconds. You can just rip through enemies. We had to include that. That's like a classic Castlevania weapon, so that needed to be in the DLC. Do you need to own the other DLCs to play this? No, not at all. We're doing a bundle with just Dead Cells and this DLC for people who just want to play this content. So no, not at all. Will there be more custom mode additions to make the game even tougher in the future? We did think about what we could do if it's necessary to add more difficulty. Maybe, we'll see. So this is Richter, obviously. if you can't tell who that is, well, if you don't know Castlevania, maybe you don't, but he's pretty iconic. So you also get to play as Richter in a Richter mode, where you have like a retro moveset, and you get to unlock Vania moves and weapons, and like whip candlesticks to get hearts to use your weapons. It's a real kind of love letter to the Symphony of the Night level with Richter. So that's really kind of for the fans, the old Castlevania fans. But it's pretty cool for anyone. Check it out. Does the beheaded poop? I don't think so. He's just a dead body, so I very much doubt it, but I don't know. I don't think it's... I don't know. This is another lore room. I think we saw this one earlier. But this is all the way through the DLC. There's lore rooms like this, making references to old games. There's plenty more that we haven't shown already, so... When will it be available? In 25 minutes. Just 25 short minutes. Any new ideas for some new weapons in the future? Well, yeah, we've got Arthur. He does the game design, and he's always got a dock full of weapon ideas. Some don't really work. They sound cool in theory, then you put them in the game and it just doesn't work at all. Some need some tweaking, and some are just perfect. We'll see. Metacritic score sitting high. Oh, I haven't checked it actually. Last I saw it was 88, so not bad. It's not bad. I think it's like a 10 out of 10, but yeah, what do I know? Can we expect stairs in future biomes? Maybe. It's true that it's the first time we actually managed to put stairs in Dead Cells. It shouldn't really exist in Dead Cells, but we found a way. Empire. Yeah, go for it. Sexy. Other stairs, tiny ramps in a trench coat. Shh. Of course not. Will there be a 2023 roadmap? No, at least not for the moment. After this comes out, we're gonna just reconsider. Well, not reconsider, but just check what we're doing for the future of Dead Cells. We've done a lot of crossovers, a lot of. Obviously, this took a lot of time. The Castlevania DLC, and if we do anything extra, we want it to be Dead Cells. Like really Dead Cells lore, Dead Cells related, so we don't want to release a roadmap and promise things which aren't going to happen, so we want to take time ourselves to really think about it. But we'll always tell you guys what's happening. Like, we've always been open and transparent with our community, so you guys will find out. We won't just drop bombs on you. People asking for more multiplayer and co-op. We've tried. It's really hard. It takes a lot of time to even do prototypes, and it kind of breaks the game. So don't expect it to happen anytime soon or ever. Like we see that it could be cool. We understand, but don't hold your breath. You will die. Let's go beat death, and then we'll finish. Or die trying. Yeah, it's okay if we die. It's no problem. Don't die. When will you be able to buy the Dead Cells board game? Not for a while. I mean, it's still in prototype mode, and the Kickstarter page isn't even live yet. There'll be more information about that in the spring. Can't say anything else about that. I don't know anymore. So. What's happening? Oh my god. So, people who weren't here before, this is one of the boss fights in a defiled necropolis. Look how beautiful it is. And those souls getting sucked up into the afterlife. So no prizes for guessing who this boss is. Yeah, it's death, obviously. So he's got a big ass scythe, which he uses in a variety of ways to try and slice you into pieces. I think Quarantine might actually make it. I'll let you enjoy the music. Everyone seems to be going on about the music. No annoying little scythes flying all over the place? Oh, you'll see. You will see. Is the DLC always in 2 sections? Yes, here it is. You won't fight Death and Dracula in the same run. That was made so it's basically a part of the quest. It's just you need to go, and here's the little scythe, the annoying little scythe. Close one. Yeah, right on the edge. He's living on the edge. So yeah, we'll finish this boss fight and then that's it. That's it for the stream. There's only 15 minutes left for the release, so we've got stuff to do, obviously. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the DLC. If you don't, that's fine. You do you. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.